really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Run it up.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Right to the air is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground to about the 35, second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on it. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Touchdown Bengals! Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for a big nickel. They just want to take all the quarterbacks to the lanes, and that's exactly what they did. It came through a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one's mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
11 empty, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
The Bengals at 13-3 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11.
They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Drake. It's a room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
Able to find Higgins.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
11 MT, pace.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
12.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to love what they saw in that first half.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mixon again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And my goodness, another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in the spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Here's Jackson. That is quick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now it's Burrow. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the gun, it's Jackson. And now here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability when he was available on draft.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
11.
Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be out right at the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier and wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Again, it's Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And some space here. The 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Inside handoff to Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adave Owe. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead.
Here we go, here we go.
Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Jackson now off the bootleg. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as much.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
This defense just continues